This isn't my post. I'm just, reading it because this is such a problem across the country. And the solution, it seems to be, would be to make some type of ratification. I don't know if we need to ratify the Constitution again, or if we need to ratify one of the laws, or if we need to just do away with the family courts altogether. And, however, we have to get them in line because they work for we the people, and right now they are separating families. And you can see this post here, got family court tomorrow for the first time after almost 3 years of alienation. Gosh, man, doesn't that sound so familiar? Any advice? And, people say that you're not supposed to be emotional. Isn't that so sadistic? I mean, I understand that's like the strategy, and that's what judges respond to is in fact. But it's like, oh, we separated your family. Fuck you. You have no rights, and don't show any emotion about it. And if you do, we'll say that you have mental health issues, right? Oh, Stephanie Shepard, I like this one. Tell them all to go fuck themselves and stop trafficking and abusing children. They are pedivores. Nothing you say is going to make any difference anyway. Don't actually follow this advice. It's just what I wish I could have done or should have because it never made any difference what I said anyway. Wow. Yeah. I like this girl. You rock. Keep telling it like it is. And we'll just put a hashtag to Hampshire division because I've seen my son for 2 hours this year. And he's shown signs of possible abuse. He tried to kiss my penis. He acted like a dog for when I first saw him this year, right? When I immediately saw him for the first time this year, he behaved like a dog, like panting and mock licking me, right? That's not normal. So there's been several instances where my son has shown signs of either potential abuse or, what have you. So nice job, Stephanie Shepard, for speaking out. You rock. A lot of people are saying don't use any emotion. I think I'm going to take more of Stephanie Shepard's approach and just try to be as direct as I can. I'll use my understanding of the law as best as possible and try to keep I think a few pertinent facts at the forefront to show a preponderance of the evidence that the mother has been an alienating piece of shit. Will I swear in court? I don't know. I haven't thought about it. It's not like I planned this out, like what I'm going to say verbatim. Although when we get to trial, I'm going to have like some specific questions ready. Remove all third parties and start fresh so they are not biased. Yeah. For example, must remove the children's therapist and psychiatrist and reunification therapist. Ask the judge to pick. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen my son appropriately, for a while. When we had 11 and a half hours every 2 weeks, we always have had an amazing connection. He knew who I was to him before, he could speak. And we always have an amazing time together. And that's what makes this so criminal, is because we have a beautiful relationship and they're keeping us apart without any findings of fact. And so, to me, everyone's a third party. I don't know what they're saying to my kid, doing to my kid. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. No idea about his environment. What about coercion and financial abuse? Yeah. I mean, when I go to greet my kid and you keep the door locked, the screen door locked, and he's excited to see me, and you don't let him greet me, that's coercive control. Remain calm. Everybody's all on this, don't, stay completely unemotional. Don't look at the other party. I like this response too. Don't look at the other party at all. Don't show a single emotion. I know this is difficult, and keep everything child focused. For example, my child has been away from me for X amount of time, and this has been damaging to this child because of X. Don't say things like, I'm a great parent, or I've suffered because of this. Just stay child focused. Look up the laws in your state. Most states like Tennessee have laws around phone calls, even if there's no visitation. That's another thing. I mean, she doesn't let me talk to him because I don't trust a word out of her mouth. She doesn't let me talk to him, doesn't let me see him. And, the judge, how our hearing ended, I said, are you going to let me see my son? She said, her response was, well, maybe if you filled out the right paperwork, and that's not a reason to keep families apart. Sorry, judge, you're wrong on that one. I don't give a shit about the paperwork. Your paperwork is not more important than the parent-child relationship. Sorry. It's a cute, smart-ass response, but it's going to come around where I'm going to bring that up again in federal court. And, I guess you're immune to prosecution because you're a judge or whatever. But we'll see if we can work around that, because it seems to me like you have violated my son's rights. Well, Amanda says, I've been dealing with it for almost 2 years now. Hope everything goes well for you. Yeah, I think a lot of people are dealing with the same issues in the family courts, and they need to be reformed or go away.